What if we draw traditional Japanese characters like Geisha, ninja, and samurai as cyborgs? Half human, half machine combined, but make it look like a playing card. Would that look good on a shirt design? Let's find out. Hi, my name is Gary, also known as Sibat Graphics on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. For today's video, we're gonna break down the series of illustrations I made for Gambler's Gear. The client saw the videos I posted on Facebook via Reels and decided to reach out to me for this collection. They wanted the traditional characters ninja, geisha, and samurai to be cyborgs. They want to fuse the traditional characters with futuristic vibe. They wanted a bold design that would complement their brand. So they decided to ask for a playing card aesthetic for all the 3 shirt designs that we did. Without further ado, let's go. Before I actually do the sketch, I first tried to figure out what posing to use for each illustration. And here's the app that I'm using to help me identify which post I will use for each illustration. It's available in iPad. I'm not sure if it's available in Androids. We always start projects like this one through Sketch, and I drew those sketches in Procreate. There are 2 reasons why I love drawing on iPad using Procreate. Number 1 is that I can do my sketches anywhere. I can sketch here on my desk, on my living area, dining area, even in cafes. I can take the project outside of the studio and make sketches. Number 2 is that it automatically saves a time lapse, which saves a lot of time for me recording the actual sketch that I do. After the sketch, the next step would be doing a clean line art. And here's what I've actually submitted to my client. In my style of illustrations, I prefer vector graphics, so I use vector-based programs for my illustrations. For this specific project, I'm using Adobe Illustrator, but I am already exploring other options like Affinity Designer. Now let's see how I do the details. Here's a quick time-lapse on how I apply details on this illustration. As you can see, I use a combination of pencil, pen tool, along with blob brush to add details on this artwork. Also, if you would check on the upper right hand corner, you would see that I have organized my layers and I make sure that the layers were named properly. This will greatly help in organizing your artwork, especially if you're doing a complex one like this one. And finally, it's time to check out the details of each illustration. Let's go! For this illustration, the client wanted to have a ninja. It is the perfect character for this playing card. I focused on sleek, sharp lines and dark tones to give the illustration a bit mysterious vibe. The second one was the Queen of Hearts. The client wanted to use Geisha for this illustration, and I was happy about the output. It's a combination of sexy and fierce at the same time. Of course, we used metallic accents on those mechanical parts. finally, the last one is the King of Diamonds. And of course, we used samurai character for this illustration. The design needed to look very powerful and looks like he commands respect. And we used the same color scheme from the Queen of Hearts. The main challenge I faced on this project is finding the right balance between the human side and the mechanical side. The client wanted to have a good balance showcasing the human side of the characters and the futuristic vibe brought about by the mechanical parts. By the way, the printing method that the client chose for this project is DTF. So we didn't encounter any issues or problems in terms of colors because I can use whatever color I want for the project. I was very fortunate with this client because the client gave me creative freedom all throughout the process. Plus, I think there were only minimal to no revisions during the whole process. So I would like to take this time to thank our client. Thank you, sir. Now let's check out the shirt mock-ups. Let's go. If you remember from my previous vlog, I mentioned that I will put up some of my artworks here on the wall, and I bought a lot of picture frames for it. So let's take a look. Here's the one for the samurai. I'm pretty happy on how the prints came out. Next up is the Geisha. Here's the last one, the ninja, Jack of Spades. By the way guys, these picture frames were very cheap. I bought it here in Daiso and I think it's around 95 pesos or 88 pesos. I forgot, but it's really cheap. It's very lightweight, so I won't be needing any screws for this one. And we're done framing the artwork. So since these frames are very light, I wouldn't be needing any screws to mount these artworks. I'll only be using this one. Tack it. Let's go. Next up is the ninja. And now for the final reveal, let's go! These prints definitely improved my setup, and I hope to gain inspiration from this one when I'm having a creative block. And that's also the reason why I'm planning to put up some of my illustrations here. So every time I feel that I am near my creative block, I just look up and see the previous artworks that I've done, and maybe that would help to inspire me just in case. I am really happy how the illustrations turned out, and the client was very happy as well. I think you can drop a pre-order, so go ahead and check out their page. I'll link their page down in the description below. This project is really challenging on my end because of the amount of details we've put in on each illustration. But I'm curious about what you guys think. Do you guys think I did a good job on this one? If you have any question, feedback, just comment down below. And I think that's it. If you like this type of content about art, shirt design, freelance life, then please do subscribe. That's it for now. See you on the next one. Thank you. Salamat.